What is up, Crown Vic Crew? Welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is having a good day, because as you guys can see, another wonderful crappy day here. And just want to say thank you guys for all your support you guys have been showing me throughout basically this whole channel. Just want to say thank you. You guys have been subscribing, smashing that subscribe button, smashing that like button, sharing videos, commenting, just the support. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for that. Before we get to the video, I just want to say I released some new designs over on my merch page. Merch link will be down in the description. Make sure to go check it out. It's not just Crown Vic merch. I have our Mercury Marauder merch over there too. So if you know anyone that has a Mercury Marauder, make sure to tell them about it. I also have a shirt about I eat haters for breakfast. So it's not just Crown Vic related merch, and I'm gonna have new designs up as well. So make sure you guys go check it out. I already ordered a couple for myself, a couple stickers, shirts. So make sure you guys go check it out. I think you guys really enjoy it. And I'm gonna shut up now. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. Before I start, this is my personal preference of why I dislike, like the 5 things I dislike. This isn't 5 things that are negative about the Crown Vic. This is my dislikes. You guys might not think the same. This is just my personal preferences of what my dislikes are with this car, and they're not really that bad. It's just I've always made videos on perks and this and that and all the good about this car, but what's the negatives about this car? Or, like I said again, my personal preference. So the first thing is, and I know you guys are gonna hate me in the comments for this, but is the gas. I know some of you guys are going to say, I've never had problems with the gas. I don't know how you have problems with the gas. But you guys also got to remember that not every single person drives like you. Now, these are big cars. Not only are they very heavy, but it's got a big V8 engine. So it chugs through a lot of gas. And if you drive, normally, okay, you might not waste that much gas, but you're still eating more gas than, say, a V6, obviously. So I've always been told that I have a heavy foot, which means, my foot's always down on the pedal giving gas, which I honestly personally don't think. I don't think I drive fast. I don't really think I accelerate fast. Maybe it's just because of the sound of the car that I like when it makes when you give it some gas. But every person that ever, is in my passenger seat says, whoa, you've got to slow down. You're driving too fast, or you drive crazy. You have a heavy foot. So maybe that's why I go through gas. But I usually fill up 2 times a week. I usually spend anywhere from $30 anywhere up to $60 a week on gas, which isn't too bad, I guess. But when you're, young like me, you don't really have a lot of money to spend. That's kind of a disadvantage to owning a car like this. So $60 a week, that's like a brand new video game, every week. So it's pretty crazy. But that's the first thing I dislike about my Crown Vic. Let's move on to the second. The second thing is inside. Now, as you guys can see, the interior of the Crown Vic is very outdated. The Crown Vic interior, for the most part, stood the same all the way from 1998 to 2011. Not much has changed since then. Maybe you got, the seat changes, the headrests are a little bit different. This is a 2010, they're smaller. 2011 had the big headrests, and I believe the older models had the really small headrests. So not a lot has changed. You got the steering wheel, okay, the speedometer, the tachometer, all that stuff has changed. But I mean, for the most part, this being a 2010 and even the 2011 Crown Vics, which look exactly like this in the inside, they're not really that much more advanced or modernized. And that's one of the reasons why the Crown Vic was halted at production, was because it wasn't up to date with modern day standards. Now, you take this car, for example, and my mom's 2006 Impala, which is sitting on the street over there. Hers is 2006, mine's is 2010. Now, I know you guys are thinking, notorious, this is a cop car. It's not meant to be beautiful inside. I understand that, but they also do use, Chevy Caprices, Impalas, for police vehicles as well. And the inside looks so much more, advanced, newer than the inside of this Crown Vic. Now, I'm not saying I hate it. I mean, it has a stealthy black look to it, yeah. But would I like to see some, improvements, over the years by Ford? Yeah. It does suck that, it just lacks, just design and style. It's just boring almost sometimes, Luckily, I got a radio in my car installed when I picked up my car. But there are things you can do to your Crown Vic to make the interior pop a little bit. Like I said, this trim right here, you guys can paint this trim right here as well. I've seen some people paint the trim to make the interior pop. For example, me, I'm thinking this summer of doing it gray, because as you guys see, I got gray seats, gray center console. I think this trim right here, as well as, the accents over here, putting those gray will make it pop a little bit more. You guys can also get different gauges as well, different colors. You can put different lights behind them and stuff like that. But that all requires work and money. I mean, it's not that much work and it's not that much money, but it's still the fact that you got to take it apart and do stuff to it to make it look a little bit more modern or a little bit different. But some people like that. Some people like doing it and other people just don't. But that's another disadvantage about the Crown Vic, is just the inside just lacks, you know, creature comfort, I guess, you know. The next dislike or disadvantage I have towards the Crown Vic is people. I've said it many times before. Obviously, I like when, you know, people give attention to the car. They come up to me, they talk to me. Yeah, that's cool. But what I mean by that is when you're driving behind someone, this car, for example, he or she's not doing it right now, but there's a lot of times where I'm driving and people are going under the speed limit. And the reason I say that's a disadvantage is because, you know, sometimes when you're in a rush, you need to get somewhere, you know, you're not speeding, you're not doing anything bad, you're just going the speed limit, but the person in front of you, you know, sees this car behind them. Obviously, they think it's a cop, so they're gonna go 5 under, 10 under, and it's very, very annoying when, you know, like I said again, you're trying to get somewhere quick, and it's like the people in front of you are just taking their sweet old time. It gets very annoying. And this happens more often than none. This happens to me almost every single day when I'm going to work or something. There's always at least one car that's just taking their sweet old time. They might be going fast, and then right when I get up behind them, then they start slowing down, and it's just really annoying. More of pet peeves, but the reason why I call them a disadvantage or a dislike to the Crown Vic, because they come with the Crown Vic. So, you know, I've never experienced, you know, people going, well, obviously I have, you know, going really slow in front of me, but it's not, you know, more common than none. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I drive my mom's Impala stuff, yeah, of course people are going to drive slow in front of you, but, you know, in this car it happens more often. And with that, I'm going to, you know, just put this into the same category is when you're in traffic, for example, you know, there's 2 lanes and you're at a red light, someone comes up behind you, they just stare inside of your car. The way I have to go to work, there's a lot of lanes, there's a lot of traffic. So there's a lot of lanes, there's a lot of traffic. Usually I take a middle lane and there's 2 other lanes on either side. So like, for example, as I'm in, you know, traffic right now, people would just stare inside of your car, and it's the most annoying, uncomfortable thing ever. Like, I understand, you know, it's an ex-cop car, but it gets a little unnerving when you're, you know, just driving and people just stare at you. Obviously, I pulled up to the side because I don't want people to see me talking to my GoPro. They'll probably think I'm crazy. But you guys get the point. That's kind of a, like I said, again, it's more of a pet peeve, but it's kind of a disadvantage as well because it comes with the car, so. The thing I dislike about my Crown Vic is that when people find out that you're not a cop, they usually do stupid crap around you, and it irks me. So basically what I mean by this is, you know, there's sometimes I'm driving on the highway normally and people see my car and they automatically think, okay, it's a cop. So they slow down. And when they slow down, you know, maybe they have somewhere to go, whatever. And then the moment they, you know, kind of come up to me and they say, oh, it's just a kid, it ain't a cop. They kind of get, you know, pissed off about it. And I've had people, you know, just fly by me before. I've had people tailgate me before. And it's just stuff like that that pisses me off. And I know a lot of you Crown Vic owners might not have that because you guys have the civilian Crown Vics, but I like to dress up my car like this. You know, like I said again, I don't have any strobes, I don't have any sirens in my car, but it does get really annoying when people do that. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. It's very rare that this does happen, but when it does, it pisses me off. Like I said again, you know, it's happened to me a couple, mostly on the highway, you know, because you're coming up on someone, you know, they see obviously a cop car, so they think, oh crap, I gotta slow down. And then, you know, as soon as you pass them or they pass you and they see you're not a cop, they usually just fly by you, or freaking, I don't know, they'll go up behind you, they'll go in front of you and go slow. It's just, it's stupid stuff like that. And I've heard stories as well from other people and, you know, how people react and stuff. So that kind of pisses me off. So that's kind of a disadvantage to this car, I guess. Obviously, if I changed up the car a little bit, make it look less like a cop, I probably wouldn't have that. But I don't do anything wrong in the first place, so you know what, it's on them. You know, if they're not doing anything wrong in the first place, then they shouldn't be worried whether I'm a cop or not, you know what I mean? And the 5th and final disadvantage, more of a pet peeve again, is when I go to park, you know, at Walmart, Target, wherever the heck I am, people always seem to park near my car. It pisses me off. And what I mean by that is, usually when I park far away because people, you know, they see a cop car, tend to ding your doors or do something stupid. That's why I have the dash cam, like I said again, because I've had people come up to my car and just do stupid stuff to it. Not, technically, yeah, it was vandalism, but not, you know, on a serious note. But so usually when I go to stores, you guys see it in my vlogs and stuff, I usually park as far away from people as I possibly can. I don't like parking near people. And then I'm in the store for 5 minutes and I come out and there's a freaking car near me. It's like, really? You'd be thinking, well, notorious, that happens to like every car, doesn't it? I mean, not really. I've driven, you know, my dad's pickup before, my dad's Jeep, my mom's car, my mom's pickup truck, my uncle, you know, it goes on and on. My grandmother's Mercedes. I've parked far away from people before, and I come out and there's no one around me. I don't know what it is about this car. Maybe it's because people think, you know, it's a cop car, and they think, oh, if I park around it, you know, my car will be safe. I don't know. Almost every Crown Vic owner that I know that parks far away, we always come back outside and there's always a car parked near me. Now, dude, you couldn't find another parking spot anywhere else. You had to park near me all the way in the back of the store. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, again, more of a pet peeve, but it's also a disadvantage because it really only happens with this car. Alright guys, so I think that's going to end the video off here. I just wanted to do a video of, you know, the things I don't like about this car. Like I said again, I always do perks about it, you know, why you should get it, this and that. I mean, the ones that I mentioned are definitely more of pet peeves. The gas and the interior, those are more disadvantages, you know, specifically towards the car. I mean, as far as the design and everything, I love the body style of the Crown Vic. The outside, I don't have any problem. I don't think Ford should have changed it. And I'm happy the way that they kept, you know, for the most part, the outside of the car from 98 to 2011, you know, pretty much all the same. So I don't have a problem with anything on the outside, performance-wise, nothing like that. I think it's, you know, fine in that aspect. But like I said, again, more of pet peeves. You know, when I'm in traffic, people stare at you. You know, they'll just come up on you like this, and they'll just, all right, they're driving, and then all of a sudden, they just stare at you, and it's annoying. So that, and then you have the drivers that go extremely slow, and I don't blame them. You know, you see this car behind you, you tend to kind of slow down a little bit. And then obviously the last one is when you park far away from everybody. I can park all the way down there, and you come back outside and there's a car near you. And I can't really say that I've had that experience, you know, with my mom's Impala or something, because it happens almost every single day, if not every single day in this car. So, but I still love my Crown Vic. You know, those are just little things you got to live with when you get a car that looks like this. I know some people have Crown Vics that, you know, don't look like ex-cop cars, so there, you guys don't really have that disadvantage. But like I said, again, these are my personal disadvantages or my personal dislikes about the car. But anyway, I'm going to leave off the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash the like button, share the video if you guys enjoyed, and definitely make sure to go check out my merch. There's only a couple more days left for the Crown Vic Crew tee and keeping the legacy alive tee with the Crown Vic on the back of the shirt. So make sure you guys go check that out. And on that note, I'm going to end the video off here. See you guys in the next one.
It's delicious.